Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be playing a demo which is called Tiny Bookshop on Steam. Now the full game of course isn't out yet, which is why we're playing the demo, but I'm playing this to see if you guys would be interested in a full playthrough when it comes out. So it says today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind. For a quiet life by the sea. So basically, exactly as the name suggests, you run a tiny bookshop, and it's such a cute little game. I will definitely be playing this when it does come out. But like I say, I'm doing this really to see if you guys would be interested in a full playthrough. So we're on day one. So you basically run a tiny bookshop out of this small trailer at the back of your car. Now I will say I experienced a few glitches with this demo. It randomly shut down twice, so there are a few jump cuts in this that I can't do anything about, unfortunately. So of course we're having a look around, of course we're going to pet the dog. You always pet the dog. And we have a lady coming into our store now, our first customer. My, what a sight, you must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. And this is Tilde. And I say, like what? Oh, I know you're planning to sell used books for a good price and that you're not from the area. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tilde. Lovely to meet you. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see, you should know that us Bookstonians have a very particular taste in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Oh, I pressed that a little bit too quick, didn't I? But she has found a book. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Oh, looks like we have our second customer coming in as well. And while Tilde is in the store, you do get a little bonus. But unfortunately, she couldn't find a second book this time. So you can check your sale chance on the right there. Again, I'm not going to read all of the text on the screen. I'm sure you can see. So we only sold one book there, but that's okay. And we have, oh, that customer found a book they wanted as well. And a second book. And it looks like we have our third customer coming in as well. They found a third book that they wanted. That's really good. We have our fourth customer coming in as well. So the second customer only found 3 books. That's good. Oh, unfortunately, the third customer didn't find any. We have a fifth customer coming in. The fourth customer found a book. And who is this? Hi there, you're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilde. Did she know everything about you already? She does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Buxtonbury review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened here in a while, so you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar. So, for the record, what made you come to Buxtonbury? I've just missed some of that. Anyway, I clicked searching for where I belong. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? So I go for friendly, I think? Don't worry, it really is. People might be a bit meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview, I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now if you don't mind. See you around. Okay. So that customer's found another book. Unfortunately, someone didn't find any books they wanted. But that's okay. So I did pre-record this and then talk over it in advance, as I'm doing now. So, oh my gosh, did I press those fast. But yeah, I think this is a nice, cute little game. Someone's getting a lot of books there. It's got a nice interface. I really like the interface. Again, the only problems I really had was the demo itself kept crashing. So we do have, like I say, a couple of jump cuts because it crashed a few times, unfortunately. So that person is getting a lot of books. We just hit the seagull here a few times. Don't ask. We're going to miss them checking out. Look at that. That's a lot of books. So if you look at our money in the top right-hand corner there, that's gone up quite a bit. So thank you very much. And it looks like that might have been our last customer of the day. So with that, we are going to shut up shop, and that marks the end of day 1. So here comes the Buxtonbury review. And this reports all the goings on around town. You can check the weather and events. There's our money, of course. And this is where you buy books at the end of the day as well. So we can choose Mysterious Attic Find, Dusty But Good, Essential Reads, or Reading Grade 10. As you can see, Dusty But Good costs no money, so we should definitely grab that. We can also grab a cactus, which costs no money, and a cooler. So we're going to go ahead and grab the cactus. And Dusty But Good. So as you can see, we've got quite a few different books there. And what I like about this game so far as well, even through the demo, is that it does reference real life authors, which I found really, really cool. So we went ahead and bought the Mysterious Attic Find as well. And with that, it's going to show you the mechanic of customising your little trailer. So let's customise our bookshop. So you click and drag, and you can pop the cactus on the outside or the inside. I spend a bit of time trying to figure this out. There's also places on the floor, because of course I haven't played this before. And you get a boost for different items, as you can see. But having different items also increases your daily expenses, as it said. So that's the outside. We're just checking out the inside now. And let's go ahead and pop our cactus on the inside. Yeah, you don't want to replace the bookshelf with it. And this is where you can paint. So for this particular section, I think you can only paint the inside of your, you can only paint your items, sorry. You'll get to paint the actual bookshop a little bit later. You can paint the floor though. But this is just for items. Here's me trying to figure out how to paint the walls. That doesn't come until a little bit later. So we got a book sign, a folding table, a guest book. So this is me painting the floor. Again, I don't think painting costs any money, which is good. So now we're going to put some of our new items out. So we have this book sign. And again, I'm still figuring out if you can paint the outside yet, which you can't. But we do get there in this demo. Like I say, I'm learning along with you guys. Unless you've played this demo before, in which case, what did you think? Is this the kind of game you like? So next up, we'll put our folding table out. So I've said on this channel before, I predominantly play RPGs, but I do like a good cozy game from time to time. So we're just popping the guest book in. And again, I do a couple of jump cuts because I spent far too much time having a look at all this. So with that, we're going to wrap up. And it says each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to the location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking. You'll unlock many locations. But for now, we're going back to the Waterfront Square. But I thought we would have a quick look at the Buxtonbury review. So please feel free to read this write-up if you would like to. Apologies if you can hear any background noise here. But this is what that looks like, and it tells us there's an event on Saturday. And this is, of course, where you can buy more books like you saw before. So, just checking our money. I'm just clicking everything to see if there's anything that's clickable. But for now, we're going back to the Waterfront Square, and this is where you set your books out for the day. So you can see how this works. Now, I had a little bit of trouble with this at first, but it's fairly easy once you know what you're doing. I was clicking and dragging instead of just clicking, so you'll see there's a bit of trouble, but I do get there. So you can see in the left how many different types of books we have. So 5 travel, 5 kids, 7 classic, 11 fantasy, 8 fact, 10 drama, and crime we're just sorting out now. That's not including what's on your bookshelf. So I think I end up getting rid of everything on the bookshelf, I can't remember. But we'll see what I do as we go along. I think I'm going to get rid of everything. So then we can have a more accurate look at how many we've got. But it does show you in the right as well, so it shows you that 9 crime books are currently on the bookshelf. So this is where I kind of mess up, because I was clicking and dragging. You can just click, that makes it easier. So I think I'm going to do a jump cut here, and I will come back to you when I'd sorted the shelves out, because I do take far too long doing this. Okay, so this is what my bookshelf ended up looking like. You can see I tried to get 6 books of each on the shelves, and I only managed to get 4 kids' books on, but I got 6 of everything else. So are we going to change anything, or are we going to continue? I think we are going to go ahead and continue. So only 4 kids' books, but I do have 6 books of everything else. So we're on to our second day, again on Waterfront Square. And then it's now telling us we can click and drag, which we have been doing. But we did find this time I used to call these boys, a boy. So that's another thing we can use to decorate our bookshop. So as you click and drag around the locations, there are things that you can find. Of course, got to pet the dog again. So that mechanic is always nice, you know, finding little bits and bobs hidden around the world. As I say, I do really like this game. I think it's nice and cosy. I'm hoping it comes onto the Switch, because the Switch is where I tend to play most of my cosy games. As you know, I'm not really a PC player. In fact, I think this might be the first PC game on this channel, and it's a demo. So I'm not really a huge PC player, but here's our first customer. So I am hoping that this comes to the Switch eventually. We'll have to wait and see. So what is this customer looking for? Hopefully she finds it. So we have a travel book. And we do have a boost for our travel books as well, because of the cactus, I believe. So we have our second customer in. Our third customer's coming in. And our fourth. So a very busy day today. Unfortunately, they're not all finding what they need, which is a shame. But here comes Tildy again. There you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. So I say, yes, please. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberate as soon as you can. Or Cafe Liberate. So that's a challenge that's come up now. So there are challenges in this game to meet Tildy at the cafe. And she wants us to talk to Walter, which we can do. So again, a second challenge, introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. And she's going to give us a diary, so we can write all these down. So we have our journal. Thank you, Tildy. So with that, we're going to open up our journal. And it's great, you can see the total number of books that you've sold in any different area. There's stamps. I think it's stamps that you get for completing the challenges, which is quite cool. And you can see our bestsellers at the waterfront as well. And then there's Cafe Liberate, which we haven't been to yet. So with that, we're going to carry on the day. We do have to look for Walter. We've got quite a few customers today. So here's Fern again. Hey, what are you doing here? Our weather correspondent at the paper said that today will be the hottest day of the year, so I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. I'm so sorry, I already forgot that you're new. You seem to fit in so easily. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to go. So that's a new location added. And a challenge is to visit the beach 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there would need your reading material. I'm not a huge beach person either. But at the moment we have Tild and Fern in our store. Tild's just left, and that does give us a boost while they're in our store. So we do still need to be finding Walt, and there he is. Ahoy there, kiddo, how's it going? So we just got a stamp for meeting Walt. Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've got some old items laying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it's to your liking. So we can buy a few things off Walt. And I don't think we end up buying anything this time. I don't know why I'd want a raw fish, but there you go. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my friends, you get something for that, which is wonderful. So you have to sell 20 books to the local sailors. Which I don't think is something you can do in the demo, unfortunately. We're going to pet the dog again? No, we're not petting him this time. And with that, we are wrapping up day 2. Off we go. And here's the review, and some items have been discounted. So now is a good time to buy them. So we have the seasonal section, we have comedies and tragedies, the Agatha Christie collection, and then 2 reading grade 10s, but 1 has been discounted. So feel free to read the write-up of the Buxtonbury review if you'd like to. So what books are we going to buy this time? I think it'd be a shame not to buy the Agatha Christie collection, but it is the most expensive there. We do have £95. What are we going to get? So we do decide to go ahead and grab the Agatha Christie collection, which gives us 50 crime books. That's a lot. And is that all we're getting? I think that's all we're getting for now. So we're on to customization. See, that's a little bit of a glitch there. That shouldn't be there at the moment. But now we can customise the outside of our trailer. So we can actually paint it now. And I do spend a bit of time doing this. So again, I'll do another jump cut and get back to you when I'm done. So this is what I ended up with. It doesn't look great. I would probably change this again. But I thought I would do purple. And we are going to hang up the new boy that we got as well. But yeah, I would definitely change this. Go back and change this. But today we are going to go to Cafe Liberate for the first time, and I will say this is where I started to experience shutdowns of the demo. Like I say, it shut down on me twice. You can also go to Far Beach. But we decided to go to Cafe Liberate. And again, there are a couple of jump cuts here because the demo kept shutting down, so we do need to replace some of our books, which we're going to do now. Again, I don't think I move any around. I think I just replace what we sold, I guess. Yeah, what we sold. Ideally, it would be nice to have 1 bookcase per genre. That would be quite nice. So hopefully that's something, I'm sure that's something you can do in the full game. Like I say, I'm going to research this game a bit more. I don't know too much about it. I just saw it on Steam and thought I would give it a go. So let's head over to Cafe Liberate for our 3rd day. This is our 3rd and final day. You can only do 3 days in the demo. So let's go ahead and open up. And we do have a stamp for that. And you will see another mechanic happening in a minute. So we're just having a quick look around. And I think here comes Tildy again. Maybe not, we're just checking the book to see the stamps. I don't know if Tiny's paused when you've got your journal open. There you are. It seems like Mariam has her hands full with the calf again, but she told me to give you her best. And then she wants help. Basically, this bit goes very, very fast because I was trying to make sure that it didn't freeze again. So I'm sorry about that. That goes very fast. But basically, she wants us to collect all this stuff from outside the cafe and give it to her on Saturday for the flea market, or Sunday, one of those two. So I'm so sorry that bit went really fast. It's because I'd had about 3 shutdowns before then. So I was just trying to get the demo finished to do this video. So yes, the short version is we had to grab all that stuff and we're going to give it to the flea market on Saturday. Now, this bit, there's another jump cut, but a customer has asked for a specific book. So she's asking for anything she hasn't read yet, something with a good layer of dust, and she'd like to read a classic. So we go through our classic books, which is our grey ones. And we do have a few. I don't know what I ended up picking, but I think I ended up picking the wrong book because I was just rushing to get this demo finished because, like I say, it kept freezing. So I went for The Secret History of Buxtonbury, and I don't think that that is what our customer wanted, I'm afraid. So we did mess up, and we ended up choosing the wrong book. But I think this is a really cool mechanic. They ask for a specific book and it tests you on what you think they would enjoy, which is really, really cool. Apologies if you can hear my bunny rabbit in the background. So we're nearly reaching the end of this demo. Unfortunately, we didn't have a book. Not enough crime. I mean, we've definitely got enough crime books. Just not enough out on the shelf, I guess. She's throwing her food about, my bunny rabbit, so apologies if you can hear that. But it looks like another customer needs our help, so let's see what they want. I want to learn more about our world, and I'm looking for a true challenge to my wits. However, I don't want to read any more about war. It's for my next paper. So let's have a look what we're going to pick for this customer. I thought travel was the way to go. And like I say, I love that the books are mostly real-life books as well. So I love a good book, me. So I went for architecture in Britain. And yeah, they were really happy about that. I think I've just found someone's favourite book, which is really, really cool. So yeah, of course I chose to play this game. I love playing video games and I love reading, so perfect. So there's another customer that needs our help. Retirement is the best. I'm looking for a piece of real literature. Also, I don't mind a dry book. Do you have anything like Rambles in Germany and Italy? So we do have Rambles in Germany and Italy. So I would suggest what I'm about to do is go and check that book, see what that book is all about, and then pick something that you think sounds like that book. So here is Rambles in Germany and Italy. They want something like this, but not this. So for them we choose Le Corbusier. I hope I've said that right. Le Corbusier. And again, it looks like that might be one of their favourite books. So we're doing really, really well. Sorry, my rabbit has decided to eat right now as I'm recording. She doesn't understand the concept. So we're just having another look round. You can see that person's bought loads of books, so our money should go up quite a bit. And with that, I believe the day is indeed over. And that is the last day that you can play on the demo. So you'll have to let me know, guys, if this is something that you're interested in. You can go and have a look at Tiny Bookshop on Steam. I do think they have a Discord as well. Yep, they do. It's just telling us now. I need to get Discord. I don't have one. So let me know if this is something you'd be interested in, and until next time, bye Embers!